It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets here in Candlestick Park in San Francisco. One of these teams will go on to the Final Four to play they will play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Atlanta will take on Kansas City. But right here, we have this team, the Jets and the 49ers to play. And it's coming up next.
It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball,
George Kittle does not play with the 49ers here.
You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
It's a light rain here. Not as rainy as it was in the game we had in Buffalo. The Falcons lost. Actually, they beat the Bills.
I mean, when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the
Purdy is still here
be balanced on offense
as the 49ers quarterback.
And rushing attack complement each other, because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 2nd down, Purdy.
There's some first down, 49ers, the 43-yard line.
This one out to the 43-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot
Purdy,
of big guys.
he's running. Be careful. You don't want Josh Dobbs to come in to take your place.
2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
2nd and 7. They'll put Ayuk in motion.
Ayuk.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
He's the guy they got from the Rams
First down after a gain of 7.
for Kelsey, not Kelsey, but Kittle. They still are winning games. What a game we had yesterday. Tampa Bay and the Colts.
But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no coaches have been hired yet for any of the teams who lost their coach.
There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
49ers on a slow, methodical drive that they always do.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk is on fire.
Now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Purdy takes the pass, looks at the receiver, and he throws once again in the middle and hits the tight end.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
This is how the Jets got here.
Once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle
The Jets.
to just make a play. And wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion.
Hold on.
And then really it's
The Jets beat Minnesota Vikings 24-14.
That's what it takes. You're not always going to have
Then
the perfect play.
they
You're
beat.
not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Wait a minute.
That one complete to Brian Robinson.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong season. I was looking at the wrong season. The Jets got here by beating Washington 31-21.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
And then they beat the Rams easily 27-8. And now they take on the 49ers here. Meanwhile, the 49ers beat the Packers in a good game, 31-27. And they beat the Saints, 31-28. And that's a big play, big run, that beat John Robinson. This tells me one thing about the 49ers. If you can score points against them, you will beat them. So if the Jets can score points, they can beat them.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun is Purdy.
This is going to be, oh, he missed him.
There, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A lengthy opening drive. Now
He almost took the whole quarter.
3rd down.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Purdy. He's got a receiver in the back. Is it a catch? Is it a touchdown? Of course they're going to review that. Touchdown 49ers. Pitch, catch, I don't know.
Mike, that's about
I
as
guess.
good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point.
I guess they gave it to him. And they lead 7-0.
Through the rain, the kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Let's see what Aaron Rodgers does. Are they going to run the ball or are they going to pass the ball? I tell you, they can score points. And if they can score points, they can win this game.
Following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And on that play, he goes nowhere fast.
This play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on.
Rodgers will not get. He's going down again. Wow. Is he hurt? He's upset with his offensive line. Looked like he should holler at his running back or receiver. It's just the same old Jets.
What to do following the sack? It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob.
He throws way above and out of bounds. Not a good drive. Calm down. You're going to have to punt the ball. 49ers win. They will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It should be a good game.
Morstead to punt. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
There's going to be some snow in Kansas City, and if the game is here in San Francisco, it's going to be, the weather says it's going to be even rainier.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
That's a quick first quarter.
1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Come try it.
They run over center with Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
Rumor has it that Deshaun Watson will be dealt by the Cleveland Browns to someone for possibly a draft pick. We shall see if that happens.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is
Purdy. Another first down for the 49ers. They're making it look easy with these slow, methodical drives. It drives a team crazy, especially if you're on defense.
We've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Purdy, he can't throw an interception. This is a big play at about the 14, 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you're going to have a good tight end.
Jets have got to slow it down. I think you can get a pick from Purdy. You can get that. Don't drop it. Get that pick. Nowhere fast on that one.
Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle. He got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Purdy.
Here it is. And I can't believe that the Jets let him into that easily. It's a touchdown for the Niners.
It makes such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and When you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Well, the Jets had better get something done with their defense. I mean, they can't allow this 49er team to get another touchdown before they get on the board.
Good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0.
49ers look very good this season. Could they get to the Super Bowl? We shall find out in the next few minutes. Okay, Google. Take a screenshot. Jets have got to do better than they did last possession. The last possession. If they don't, say goodbye. Kiss the baby.
Purdy is back out to kick it off. Kone Wanwu now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
They run the ball again. They gained a few yards, but I'm trying to figure out what their plan is. Establish the run or what?
From the gun.
Rodgers goes down again. I think the offensive line is not performing against this defense of the 49ers. The 49ers are going for the Jets' throats. Pause.
And now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
Rodgers going deep. He's got double coverage, and he couldn't get to him.
Incomplete on 3rd down.
Questionable throw to a guy who's double covered.
So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it.
I believe so, too.
And make them defend the entire field.
Here's the key plays for the Jets. They have got to stop him. You can't even give them a field goal.
Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime.
Let's get it done.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, it's like they just can't stop this 49er juggernaut team unless Purdy throws an interception. Beware of it.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Purdy now on 2nd down.
Nice hit, but he held on to the ball.
2 minutes to go here. Till halftime.
This game is just almost over already.
In a moment.
It just started. Maybe I could play the next game. Who knows? 2-minute warning. They're going to pass the ball. Purdy sees a guy. Gets it. 1st down. This is becoming a blowout.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Well, some have said that Purdy isn't that good, but he seems to win. Is it because of Debo, his offensive line, his running back, his decision making?
Samuel brings this in along the sideline.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle.
It's going to be 2nd and 5. Will they stop him? Get that pick?
They'll send a tight end in
If they get the pick, the game changes completely.
Purdy gonna put it up again.
And they don't get.
Right back to Samuel. He's got it again.
They're not going deep down the field. They're throwing left, right, like the West Coast. West Coast offense. Dink and dunk. Tight end.
Where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now
they got to get a sack at some point. Dink and dunk. Another short play. Nothing. It's not been over 5 yards, that one.
See the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They probably will.
Throwing again.
There you go.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Niners will use the
46 seconds left in the half.
With 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third and 6. Throwing again is Purdy.
It's just surgery out there, folks. This 49er team will lose at least 2 players. But they only can lose 2 players this season.
Back to the air is Purdy.
Purdy again. Short passes.
Pulled in by Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
49ers call the timeout.
That is their second.
It's a little foggy here.
Just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
If they hang on and win this game, it's going to be the conditions are going to be probably worse than this. And they're going to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's used to water.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee.
He's got to throw the ball. Purdy's got to run. And he's hit hard. He's kind of lucky he didn't fumble that ball. When you run the ball as a quarterback, you take a risk. Risk injury, and you risk turning over the ball.
Credit to the defense, they were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner.
Purdy, and it's another touchdown for the 49ers. Brian Robinson Jr. Touchdown, 49ers.
Winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Well, we shall see.
Moody now for the extra point.
This is a blowout, folks.
He's got it. And the
Can Aaron Rodgers bring his Jets? Well, if you can't block for your quarterback and he has no time, what do you expect him to do? We know that their problem here in New York is their blocking. Their offensive line has just been terrible. Coming up is halftime in 3 seconds.
Remain in this first half as that one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Do you just sit on the ball? Or you throw the ball down the field for some miracles? It wouldn't hurt to throw a miracle play, and that's what they look like they're going to try to attempt.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And he's going to throw it deep, quickly. And he can't. Oh, my goodness. He had it.
They took a shot on the final play.
If you're the Jets, you have to do that in the next half. Stop them on defense. Get a turnover. You're back in this game. We'll be back.
Into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Well, they got to probably pass on most of these plays coming up. Can't turn the ball over. Got to protect the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers.
And they finally get something going. And it's a first down.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
That's just one play.
A long way to go to get back into this game.
And now, here we go. He could go. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! For the New York Jets. Oh, lightning strike. And the 49ers. Defense is strong on that one.
To take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Be careful if the 49ers commit a turnover. The Jets will probably capitalize and get a touchdown to make this 21-14. So be careful if you are the 49ers.
Get back in it. It is 21-7.
It's getting kind of uneasy here in San Francisco. Let's see what Purdy does with this team.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it.
I didn't know he returned kicks.
Across the 25-yard line.
I really didn't.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one.
But let's see if the 49ers offensive line holds up against probably the Jets' best defensive opportunity right now. The pressure on Purdy, make him throw the ball to the Jets defensive backs.
1st and 10.
Here you go. They run the ball with Bijan. Okay.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Bijan again. And they're going nowhere fast on that one. I don't know. They look like they're getting kind of conservative there. The 49ers definitely have to pass on this one. The Jets need to stop them and get the ball back.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy.
He did get pressure, and he will 4 inches. I would go for it.
Just to be a few inches short.
You gotta go for it. Inches.
Those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're gonna pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks,
oh wait,
and now
I would have went for it probably. Well, let's see what the Jets can do.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jets offense and Devontae Adams.
Let's see what happens.
They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
They pass the ball, Rodgers, and it's picked off. It's intercepted at the 10, the 5, touchdown, 49ers. And that's the old dagger.
Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On the give, it's home.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the running back, Brees Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They'll run. This is Hall. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Hall. Hall, a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not
Stuck down at the 5. Stuck.
They got to find a way to put that ball across the board. It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
Line of scrimmage before, it's 3rd down and goal.
It's 2-down territory anyway. Rodgers throwing, touchdown. Jets. Just think if he didn't throw that interception. If he didn't throw that interception. I told you if you could score, you could score against this team.
Now they're showing a little belief.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone
10 seconds left in the 3rd.
It's a pretty big game, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Well, the half is just about going to the 4th quarter now, and that interception was the big turnover, big play of the game. It wasn't good for the Jets.
He gets it to go, and the Jets are able to cut into the deficit.
Sometimes when you make a mistake, it will cost you everything. That interception, because they should be only down by 7 points right now if you think about it, not 14.
Touchdown at the other end. Zerline is out to kick this one off.
Defense has come back, but their offense
He fields it at the 8.
shouldn't have thrown the ball.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
And let's see, 28-14 score. And let's see, with 6 seconds, what Purdy's going to do. What a blitz. But it didn't get there. Quick response by Purdy.
That is going to do it for this third quarter of play.
That was pretty good.
We are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
McCabe, cool. Yeah, this is the real rosters.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Yes, this is the real rosters. Oh, what am I talking like that for? Yeah, this is the real rosters. No creative players.
They need 2. Here's Purdy.
Purdy.
Open man, right
He keeps going with the big plays, and that's another first down for the 49ers.
for a Niner first down.
Yeah, this is the second season of this.
Right now, this defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs.
49ers up 28-14 against the Jets.
They might be running out of time.
I don't know why they're passing the ball.
First and 10 for Purdy.
And they will.
Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they
This is the real rosters, but there's been some trades and draft picks based on how they finished last season. Pretty much that's what it is. All right, here, 49ers, they are on the attack. They are not running the ball. They're still going down the field with the passes. They finally run the ball, and he is hit hard.
He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Jets, if not for that interception by Rodgers, this is just one-score game.
And 5.
But right now, it's a 2-score game. Could be 3 coming up. Let's see what's happening here. Purdy.
Shotgun snap.
And he throws the ball, and
That ball is hard on the
it's,
sideline.
I just can't understand. There's no pressure on Purdy.
Pick up for a first down.
He can do whatever he wants at will.
Second time.
He already has 3 touchdowns. He's pretty good.
19 yards out of this one.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot.
Here's Bijan again, and he gains 1 yard maybe.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's
And our-
second down.
Tomorrow, when we play, it will be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in round 4, the final 4 of the second season. The winner goes on to the Super Bowl. Bijan Robinson. No, that's the other guy.
Not gonna get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Sante Samuel. Wait a minute, that's not a Sante. Whatever his name is, I don't know. Anyway, the 49ers are going to... I would run the ball constantly right here. Don't pass the ball. Why are you passing the ball? And that's what they do. They run the ball again.
And that call will not get it done.
It's going to be 4th and 10, but they're going to go for their injury.
It sets up fourth down.
Jets.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
It's a shame that the Jet season is going to come to an end at the promising start where they beat Washington 31-21, and then they actually had an easy time against the Rams, 27-8. The kick is up, and it's good. This is an embarrassment for the Jets.
Kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot.
3:07 left.
Your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Purdy comes back on the field, making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Gibson now on the return.
Is nice. Well, I thought it was going to be a nice run, but it's like the same type of it's the same kind of return they always usually have.
Ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
Dr. Skull 30. Yes, a blowout. Indeed, it is a blowout. Not like yesterday's game between the Colts and here's a drop. The Colts, and who did they play? Tampa Bay. That game has been uploaded, and it will be ready and available tomorrow to watch. And you will see how exciting that game truly was. It was it's the best game we've had, I believe. Rodgers with some time now, and here you go.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head?
I believe you should mix it up.
That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
And here's Aaron Rodgers again with another pick, and that will definitely do it. Wow.
At this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Well, you see a lazy pass by Aaron Rodgers, and it's just I don't know who he's blaming on that one. He does that. He blames people for his own mistakes sometimes.
Highlights of the offense so far, in particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
I said Brock Purdy would be the one to throw the ball to the other team, but it was the veteran Aaron Rodgers. Would they put him on the trading block? I don't know. Well, Deshaun Watson in his game this season threw 4 interceptions in one game. I think they really want to trade him.
They have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success.
Who's willing to give up a draft pick for Deshaun Watson? I believe if you get the right offense for Deshaun Watson, that team might thrive, especially if they have any kind of talent on defense.
They'll go again with Robinson.
Ball will go to the 40. No, it's the 50.
That sets up 3rd down.
Guess they give him forward progress. Devontae Adams, he might not be here next year. Who knows? A lot of changes could be going on in New York with the Jets. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers will be one of them. Would they be willing to trade Aaron Rodgers to a team for a draft pick? We shall see.
And here comes Robinson.
Robinson, he's running straight ahead like he's holding that ball like a loaf of bread.
1st down, 49.
Here's a case of an offense just
103 left.
You're really imposing your will on the defense.
And the Jets,
Everyone in the stadium knows
I thought had a good defense coming in here.
You know it. And no matter what they do,
They
have
beat
no answers whatsoever.
senseless the Los Angeles Rams. I can't wait till the next season begins.
Right back to Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Well, the New York
2nd down.
Jets season is over, but the 49ers will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2 days. Tomorrow, it will be the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the winner of that game will go to the Super Bowl to face either the 49ers or the Buccaneers. And the game is over.
So a win here for the 49ers. It was a game playing a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. Going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And once again,
Get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
And once again, on the Garlu Senior Radio TV Network, the final score, the 49ers, 31, and the New York Jets, 14. So, without further ado, so long, everybody. See you tomorrow.